Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whenever you are watching us from. It's another edition of Politics on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Mazi, the former president Olusegun Obasanjo said that one Nigeria is dead, and that the federal government should release Mazi, nnamdikanu, and that the Igbos should not be victimized anymore. Mazi, how can you that be said?
That's a good one from Obasanjo, and I can hear from the horse's mouth this time around because Obasanjo was, with them before, actually sharing the same ideology and views about non-negotiability of Nigerian, sovereignty. And today you see him supporting division, disintegration of the country. That is what actually, indicates that we are no more one Nigeria. Even the fact that it is his brother, somebody from the same region with him, he still has at least found out that it is not working and it cannot work. Actually, I've seen Igbo that actually, visited number 10 Downing Street, I think last week. It wasn't the former one last year, but this one now just currently going on in London. He submitted still documents, at least seeking approval from our colonial master to give permission for disintegration of Nigeria. And actually Britain is looking into it. British Yorubas, all of them in London, outside London, they are taking it serious this time around. And actually in their petition, they incited many, indictments from criminal indictment, tribal indictments from the Fulani hegemonies, from the northern region, of which I can see the British, giving Yoruba listening ears this time around. Then again, we've seen recently, I'm just trying to outline reasons Nigeria should know more a country. Recently, we've seen what happened in Simbelios Square in Finland, where Simon Ekpa and other agitators in diaspora successfully declared Biafra. And it was a wonderful event because the international communities have given them a node, diplomatic node to go on. At least Nigeria is not in Scandinavian Europe. Scandinavian Europe are Finland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and so on and so forth. So what we are seeing now is that it is too obvious that Nigeria cannot succeed the next 4 years. The only thing now that is left, and it is paramount, is for Tinubu to throw the trowel, because the game is over this time around. Yorubas could not, be that patient anymore. They have seen that it has gotten out of hand, the situation whereby our country, Nigeria, is ravaging by, food drought and other, excruciating situation.
But Mazi, most persons are saying that because President that the former President Olusegun Obasanjo is saying this because he is not in good times with Bola Tinubu, and that Bola Tinubu has sidelined him. That's why he's saying that one Nigeria is dead, and he has come out to praise the Igbo man.
No, let me tell you, I don't read it from that angle. At least last administration of Muhammadu Buhari could not even allow or include Chief Matthew Obasanjo. I see an administration that turned outrightly its back on him. He still insisted on fighting for one Nigeria, because if you ask me, Buhari was a general, Obasanjo was a general. But this time around, we have a different person in place here as a president. He's a civilian president. So if you ask me, I will tell you that the generals have succeeded on at least, cheating on us. That is, let me say, violating their civilian counterparts. I mean, the generals like Obasanjo, Buhari, Abdul Salam, Theophilus Danjuma, and Babangida, they were together when Obasanjo was Nigerian president. I mean, the second coming of Obasanjo as a civilian president. All the generals were behind him. When Jonathan was there, because he was the person that put Jonathan there, he actually took part on the palace coup that removed Jonathan in 2015. Obasanjo was part of that coup. I mean, how Buhari, second coming as a civilian president, it was a coup of the generals. Then again, we see a different issue here because Tinubu is a civilian president, and you can see him going against him because nothing actually is working out here. And I can assure you that when Obasanjo was Nigerian president in the past, 1999 to 2007, everything in Nigeria, everything is working rightly. Here, we don't have food routes, we don't have shortage of rice. Fuel was at least 20 naira, 60. We fought over it. I don't understand. It was below 50 naira per liter, and you see what has happened this recently, a situation whereby pump price cost in Nigeria has skyrocketed, you know, in a mad way to 2000. Let me just take it like that. And being that we have local refineries and individual refineries, I mean private refineries, as you've seen in recent times, still yet we have not come out with good results in that regard of our natural endowment, that is crude oil that God has given us. So what I'm trying to say is that is a heart rendering failure. It is an earthquaking failure on the side of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. His administration is the worst ever in Africa. If Nigeria is down, Ghana is down. If Nigeria goes down, Benin Republic is going down. What I mean is that there are many things these countries I named, aforementioned, are getting from us, gaining from us. When we are down economically this time around, don't you know that all our neighbors in the West African region are suffering it? Obasanjo is right. Nigeria is no more. Biafra has been declared in Finland.
But Mazi, lastly, for that to go now, some persons have come out to say that what Obasanjo said, that when Nigeria is dead, it has vindicated the Igbos and the IPOB chanting for the Biafra agitation. And that, see, he said that this is a time, that it is time for the Igbo man to stand up and speak forth across Africa.
And that's why you see me singing a tune in that regard, supporting Oduduwa, you know, splitting from the contraption, as well as the IPOB that has been the most peaceful agitators around the world. They split earlier from Nigeria, and we are here today, a nation declared in faraway Finland, Biafra sovereignty. Obasanjo is right, Igbo man is right, the Yoruba man is right. We don't know why Fulani is still singing a different tune from other tribes. It is only the Fulanis that want to stay in this contraption. They don't want to go their way. Why? Because I don't know. I don't know. They have many countries that are largely Fulani populace in West Africa. If you go to Mali, if you go to Senegal, if you go to Burkina Faso, they are there in charge. It has stretched across West Africa, the Fulanis. But the reason why I see it, I view it, they don't want to leave Nigeria to go, is because of the coastal line of Biafra, Bight of Benin, that's ended in Badagry. Our coastal line currently, our coastal line that started from Guinea, that's the axis of Cameroon, then Calabar, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Bayelsa, Edo Delta, and so on and so forth. It ended at Bight of Bonny. These are oil-rich coastal line of Biafra, and the Fulanis are not happy. They want to be part of this natural endowment God has given us. That's why they have not seen anything right on, you know, disintegration of this country.
Okay, Mazi. Thank you so much for that wonderful solution.
Thank you.
And thank you for always coming out to air your vision. Yeah. Aisha Yusufu has taxed Imo State Governor, Enugu State Governor, Anambra State Governors. Stop blaming government. You are the CEO of your state. You are the executive governor. Now, since you go to Abuja to collect money, then take responsibility for the insecurity in your state. What do you have to say about it?
Now, thank you for that wonderful question. I think being the governor of the state, you have every power for you to make sure that you get security votes from the federal government. By so doing so, what are the governors doing with this money? Stop coming out to tell the people that there is insecurity in my state and that unknown government have been killing. The government need to take action and put an end to all this and stop apportioning blames. The people you are apportioning blames to are the people who their lives and properties are entrusted in your hand as the chief security officer of the state. So for a governor to come and start telling people that there is insecurity in my state, I think to me the governor need to stand up and then act now, because every now and then allocation is being shared for you, security vote is being given to you, and you have the mandate. The primary function of government is to protect life and property.
Yes.
So if you cannot protect life and property, then why are you the governor?
But some have said that the governors have no power over the military. That it's only the president as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. What do you have to say about that?
The president, the governor does not have power over the military. That is true. But see, the question is that can the governor summon military chiefs in their states, I mean the division's commander, to sit and dialogue for a way forward? The answer is yes. So if we can do that, so indirectly it still have power over the military. Now when it calls for security meeting, don't this men don't these guys attend in his various place? They do. So the president should not come and say that he does not have the governor should not come and say he does not have power. We still have killings in Imo State, Enugu State, and some other states. For how long can we continue in this path? The people are scared of their lives. The people cannot even access government, access those who they claim to be what electorate. We cannot access people that give us the mandate. So how long can they continue like this? So I think the government of these states on their own, they need to up their games. You must up your games as a governor if you don't want to be sacked come 2027.
But there's always been this fear that the votes of Nigerians does not count, and that is why our elected officials are acting this way. That as soon as our vote is counting, they will sit up knowing that if I don't perform, no second term for me. Do you agree with that statement?
Our vote does not count. I cannot say if our vote count or not because I have not conducted any election. So what I'm to say is that people have lost confidence in the INEC, in the power.
The reason why they've lost.
You've lost confidence because so many persons have seen the case of Hope Uzodinma when but reason best the court knows why he had to give it to him. But someone who came forth in the election was uplifted and then he came forth. So the court cited some reasons which Hope Uzodinma became the governor. Reason best known to them. I am not in a position to speak for the court. But one thing is that INEC needs to be the trust of Nigerians again. You saw what happened in last election. As allegedly reports, the result was changed in the RF quarter. So I don't know how true that allegation is, but see, it has been going viral. So these are things INEC need to repose that confidence in the average Nigerian. And for the governors too, how much is being given to you on a monthly basis? If you get money on a monthly basis, then why don't you make sure that these people who gave you the mandate to protect them, you can as well protect them too? Because the people cannot always be one-sided every time. The people need to benefit from dividends of democracy. And when they have to benefit from the dividends of democracy is by what? By inclusive governance. The people need to feel the government impact. Not every time you come on here and say on government has attacked the people, you come and start creating fear. These governments are even creating fear in the life of the ordinary man.
We've seen the governor of Enugu State who has declared that Monday is no longer a sit-at-home in Enugu State. People are saying that you are seeing that as because you're the governor. Can you come and secure our lives? I mean, the other people, because you see this sit-at-home every Monday. Some are doing it maybe out of respect for nnamdikanu, but some are doing it out of fear. It is two ways. People are telling the governor, please find a way to secure that police cannot be everywhere. What do you think? Because sit at home every Monday, it might be affecting the economic activities in the southeast. What do you think that the governor can do or the governors in the southeast can do?
Thank you for that one. I think sit at home every Monday is a commensurate to honor the Mazi nnamdikanu, who has been in incarceration for 4 years now and still counting. But what I want to say is that when there is a conflict in the land, the president himself needs to address this issue of Kanu. Let Kanu issue be settled out of court. If what Kanu is the son of the president, as a son, you can go, you can have a different view or different ideology and philosophy from what your father had. But why can't you, as a father, have you reached out to Kanu himself? And what I felt that the president ought to have done was, why Kanu was in decision, go and meet, let them bring Kanu to you, DSS. Sit down with Kanu, have a round table discussion with him.
But do you think that's possible? Because we saw
Buhari
could not
freedom. Buhari is different. See,
so,
these are two different people.
Yes.
If you want the security apparatus cannot be everywhere, and these guys are what, overstretched.
Yes.
These guys are also overstretched. So the president is the father of the nation.
Yes.
Since the president is the father of the nation, he should at least reach out to this guy, even to the Ohanes in Igbo. Whenever he will want to invite some Igbo politicians and some Igbo stakeholders to sit on a round table and discuss with Kanu. You have conditions, give him the conditions. Send it to him. Because you see, this is the only way this thing about marginalization can stop. And the truth of our matter is that the Igbos are heavily marginalized in the country. And that is what, and that has breed a whole lot.
But do you think that giving them an opportunity, or yes, that's an opportunity, or finding a way, consensus in 1999, Nigeria had a consensus on making a Yoruba man a president. In 2007, Nigeria had another consensus to make another man to be a president. Do you think that Nigeria finding a way or making a consensus to make an Igbo man the president is going to make that marginalization or the agitations go down in the south?
Making an Igbo man be the president would at least work to some extent. It will help this issue of marginalization reduce a very long way, because if the Igbo man is the president, Peter Obi, you will not watch Peter Obi allowing Mazi nnamdi Kanu to languish in detention, even if, because that is his brother from his tribe. They are from same tribe. No, so why was Sonegbo released? It was let's go.
Yes.
So to some extent, it will help a long way. And as an Igbo man, he will speak in the language that the Igbos. Now I am one of your sons. Yes. You don't have any right to agitate.
Yes.
So that will help them. It will go a very long way for them too.
So I'm letting you go. I think we have like 1 minute.
Okay.
Now, Southeastern Governors Forum. What should be their next step?
Southeastern Governors Forum should at least make moves to meet with the presidents.
Yes.
To put an end to all this. That is the only way. Because if there's no end to all this, all we hear is killing. And then we are not in support of all this killing. It is not good for the future of the country. It's not good for the future of the country.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Thank you for always having me.